A remote beach, a stolen dream, 2 lives cut short. It was supposed to be a peaceful retreat, a place of beauty and calm. But for James and Michelle Butler, Padre Island became the final chapter in a journey of love and adventure. Across the dunes, behind the smiles of strangers, lurked something sinister, a couple bound by darkness, fueled by desperation, and ready to kill. This is the chilling story of Amanda Nover and Adam Williams, a story of escape, of betrayal, of murder. Welcome to Mystery Unveiled. Thank you, my viewers. A special thank you to our loyal subscribers for joining us as we uncover the darkest, most gripping true crime stories every single day. Your support fuels our mission to bring you both infamous cases and chilling untold mysteries. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's go back to a time before the headlines, before the horror, before Padre Island became a crime scene. Amanda Nover, by all accounts, wasn't born a criminal. But life can push people to strange places. After losing her mother, a devastating emotional blow, Amanda unraveled. Depression, substance abuse, and reckless decisions became her coping mechanisms. Her life, once full of promise, spiraled into chaos. And in the midst of that chaos, she met Adam Curtis Williams. Williams was no ordinary man. He was magnetic, confident, but beneath the surface lay a deeply dangerous individual. He had spent 8 years in federal prison and was now wanted on a fresh sexual assault charge. He was a man on the run, and Amanda, perhaps lost and broken, clung to him. Together, they became something more than just a couple. They became accomplices in a desperate escape plan. Their destination? Mexico. Meanwhile, hundreds of miles away, another couple was living a very different kind of life. James and Michelle Butler were not running. They were roaming. Veterans of life's struggles, both had experienced divorces, hardship, and the challenge of raising children. They had found each other later in life, bonding over karaoke, love for family, and dreams of the open road. James, a retired naval air traffic controller, and Michelle, a kind-hearted woman who brought along her 3 cats in their RV, embraced the RV lifestyle fully. Their dream was simple: travel America, live free, and soak in its beauty 1 mile at a time. The RV life for Jimbo and Michelle meant freedom from the cares of everyday life, said longtime friend Chris Hainsworth. In October 2019, they parked their RV on Padre Island, a remote beach in South Texas, known as the Bola Place, shielded by dunes, serene and untouched. They were unaware that nearby, a different couple had arrived, with vastly different intentions. The Butlers were approachable, warm, and welcoming. On the 16th of October, James posted photos on social media, pictures of Michelle relaxing with her feet in the water, the RV parked just behind them. Those images would be their last. At some point, Amanda and Adam approached the Butler campsite smiling, casual, pretending to be fellow travelers. No one knows exactly what was said during that conversation, but what we do know is this: Adam saw an opportunity. The Butlers had something he wanted: an RV, a truck, a ticket to freedom. They were a couple that did everything together, said reporter Crystal Dominguez. And that includes murder. Under the cover of night, Adam Williams returned to the RV, alone, armed with a 9mm handgun. There was no confrontation, no warning. James and Michelle were shot execution style, 1 bullet to each head. Amanda arrived later and helped bury the bodies in a shallow grave, just beyond the dunes mere feet from where the couple had laughed, sung, and watched the waves only hours before. They wiped down the scene, took the RV and truck, and vanished into the night, driving toward the border as if nothing had happened. Days passed. No calls, no posts, no responses. The Butler family grew worried. Michelle's sister tried to reach them, so did their children, but the silence was deafening. 10 days after their arrival at Padre Island, Lieutenant David Farias received a missing persons report, and that same day, his team began to search. Using social media, Farias was able to pinpoint the last known location of the couple, the Bowl. But when they arrived, the RV was gone. The campsite was abandoned. Something was terribly wrong. As the police investigation began, Barbara Hainsworth, a friend of the couple, started a Facebook group, Finding Michelle and James Butler. What happened next was extraordinary. The group exploded, gaining thousands of followers in just days. People shared sightings, memories, support, and most importantly, leads. News agencies picked up the story, and soon, it wasn't just Texas watching. It was the whole country. Then came the break. U.S. Border Patrol released surveillance footage showing the Butlers' RV and pickup crossing into Mexico. Behind the wheel? Adam Williams. Police now had a suspect. They just needed a name. As fate would have it, a park ranger had pulled Williams over just days before the murders. And with his distinctive tattoos and physical appearance, he was quickly identified. A local business owner who had interacted with him also came forward. And then, Adam's relatives confirmed the identity of his partner, Amanda Nover. As the manhunt escalated, Amanda reached out to someone unexpected, Dylan Aller, an old friend. Terrified, regretful, perhaps beginning to crack, she confessed she wanted to leave Adam, that she was scared, that things had gone too far. Dylan, alarmed, did the right thing. He contacted authorities and gave up the couple's likely location, an RV park in Jalisco, Mexico. On the 6th of November, 2019, the FBI and Mexican authorities raided the RV site. There, they found Amanda and Adam. No resistance, no drama. Just two fugitives cornered. Inside the RV, investigators found the murder weapon, DNA evidence, and personal belongings of the Butlers. Justice had finally arrived. Adam Williams pled guilty to 2 counts of capital murder. He was sentenced to life without parole. Amanda Nover, charged as an accomplice, received 20 years behind bars, with parole eligibility in 2039. But no sentence could bring James and Michelle Butler back. The Butlers lived for adventure, for connection, for each other. They were victims not just of murder but of people who took everything for themselves and left behind grief, shock, and devastation. But in the wake of tragedy, their family chose to honor their memory not with anger, but with love, through awareness, through justice, and through the reminder that life, no matter how fragile, should never be taken for granted. If this story gripped you, share it, not just for views but to keep the memory of James and Michelle alive, and to remind the world of the darkness that sometimes hides in plain sight. Hit like, subscribe to Mystery Unveiled, where true crime meets truth. Tap the bell, and let's uncover the world's darkest secrets together. And remember, some crimes may fade from the headlines, but they should never be forgotten.